dear CX Forum Global audience again today. Again, we have a very interesting topic with amazing guests, and today we'll talk about SEB's journey to customer centricity. And as we always start these webinars, then I'm sending greetings from Finland, and write us on chat, where are you sending us greetings from? It's always exciting to know that where is our global audience sending us greetings from. All right, greetings back to Poland. I know that we have very Nordic audience again today because SEB is, of course, a Nordic business, so attractive definitely to the Nordic businesses, but we also have from Germany. That's nice to see. And yeah, please feel free to write there in the chat. And while you're writing your greetings, where are you sending us greetings from? We'll move forward. Yeah, first some housekeeping. As many of you today, as many of you know already probably, then I am your usual webinar host. I am Eveli Kaasiku at my everyday work. I am Chief Marketing Officer at Feedbackly. And together with me, I have today Katri Rohesalu and Anniki Toming. I will introduce them a bit more just in a second. But before introductions, I would like to emphasize also the usual, that please, whenever you have any questions, please write them to the chat. You already practiced a little bit using the chat. Fingers should be warm, so we expect to have some questions there as well during the webinar. And also, as always, these webinars are recorded. Also, this one is recorded so that you can share the replay afterward with all your wonderful colleagues. But hey, let's get to know each other a bit more. I'm not here alone. Today we have here with us amazing Katri Rohesalu. Katri has about 30 years of experience in developing customer centricity, customer experience, and service management. She helps companies strengthen their relationships with both employees and customers by fostering a customer-centric culture through consulting and training projects. And Katri is also a lecturer teaching the course Customer Experience Management. So welcome, Katri. And yeah, Katri is today here to share her experience from various industries because she has so much experience. And I know we have today also audience from various industries. So definitely welcome, Katri. Please feel free to add anything about yourself if you would like to, and to tell us 1-2 sentences about what will you tell us more specifically today before we head to the
Yes, hello everyone. Thank you, Eveli, for inviting me, and thank you. I'm so excited to be here and share my thoughts with you all. Yeah, I will talk about customer centricity and the difference from customer centricity and product centricity. And it is very short time we can talk about it, but I will give the main things I can consider as differences. I will give a very short model how to act as a company customer-centric way. And then in the end, I will give some list of the barriers that hinders companies to act truly customer-centric way. And then actually I am this like warming band to Anniki, so that the main stage is Anniki's stage.
Well, Katri gives a very good context at the beginning, so that we know the basics. We have always very different levels of GX maturity in our audience. So yes, that's right. Today we have also Anniki with us. Welcome, Anniki, and a couple of words about Anniki as well. And Anniki, you can then add if you would like to. And Anniki has over 20 years of experience, so also a lot of experience in customer experience and customer service. She has worked both in direct customer interactions as well as in leading various customer service teams and channels. So she has various experience also. And today she's head of service quality and customer insight at SEB Estonia, but today we will talk actually about the customer experience transformation project that was all over the Baltics, and might have had impact also in a wider scale. But Anniki, please welcome. Feel free to add a couple of words about yourself, and also in 1-2 sentences, what will you tell us today then?
Hello to everyone from my side as well. Thank you, Evelyn, to inviting me, and thank you, Katri, to warm up me. Yeah, today I am happy to share what we have done at SEB, and this not only SEB Estonia, but SEB Baltic in Latvia and Lithuania as well. How to be a customer-centric organization. I will share our journey, how we renewed and how we implemented. If you say one way that our aim was to implement new service standard, but end of the day, I hope that you will see, was it just a standard or was it something more? And I believe that it was much more. And today I will share our journey, and I guess that it's that's all from beginning.
Yes, thank you so much, Anniki. We're excited to hear the SAP's journey and learnings and takeaways, some success examples, and also learnings about the challenges faced. Definitely super interesting. And while we step by step move forward, and you now know about us, please, dear audience, I just published a couple of polls, so please check the polls also and let us know a bit about yourself. What is your role is the first question, and also how customer-centric do you consider your business today? So it would be interesting to know a little bit more about yourself, so that we can actually talk about the best, most relevant topics for you. And I published also a third poll, and what would you like to learn most today? And there are also a couple of options that you can answer. What we can see from the first poll is that we actually have rather customer-centric audience, but there are also other options. So I think this is something we can keep in mind. That's interesting. And definitely today we'll be able to compare. You will be then able to compare your business level in a way with the SEB and their project. Very nice. And what people would like to learn most today, we have here how to replicate SEB's success in my business. Clearly the most answered option here. So I think that with this said, let's move quickly forward to the presentations. Let's jump to the presentations so that we can start tackling the topic then. Katri, please feel free to share your screen. Katri will have about 10 minutes for her part, so we're excited to get a short intro to the topic then.
Yes, I will share my screen in a minute.
And just a reminder to our audience that whenever you have questions during the presentations, feel free to write your questions to the chat. But right now, Katri, the stage is yours, and we with Anniki, we will leave the stage.
Do you see my presentation?
Yes, everything is perfect.
Good. Yeah, I will talk about customer centricity, and as we saw that most of you consider yourself as customer-centric companies, and it is quite obvious that you are here. Of course, you think about customers and you consider and you act a customer-centric way. But some background as well, that Roger Martin has said, customer delight is a more powerful objective than shareholders' value. And I totally agree with him. And I can say that we are at the moment in this place in our history and our understanding that we can not longer just think about shareholders' value. that more and more we have to think about other people as well. And we have to somehow change the view, how we see capitalism as such. We know that where we come from, and we know that where we are. And quite often, if we talk about capitalism, we consider it a bit negative way, but it shouldn't be like that. Nowadays, we can find different books about it, different philosophy about it. For example, Sisoda has written 10 years ago a book about conscious capitalism, where they take into account all outside stakeholders and try to manage all stakeholders' value, or give value for all stakeholders. But let's go to the point. What is difference between product centricity and customer centricity? Our history is we acted and has long time acted product centric way. And it is also normal because we come from there. We come from Ford time, where the product was everything, where we tried to do operational and be more effective operational side. And step by step, we have come to this point where we try more and more understand what is actually important, what gives actually value. When I talk with different companies, different managers, different employees, different customers, then we can see some pattern that to understand, is this company acting product-centric way, or is it a transformation towards customer-centric way, centric activities? And I made short list. I'm sure that there will be more, more like those patterns and more symptoms that we can say that this is one or another. But I will show some of them. The basis is actually basic philosophy. Do we sell our product to someone, or we serve and try to offer some solution for someone? Do we have product and we try to find people for our product, or we will give some solution, we will help people with some problems? And this is this basic thing. If we hear how we talk about it, we are selling, or we are serving, or we are creating value. Other business orientation, are we focused on relationship or not? Quite often we are in everyday basis quite transactional based. Of course, operations and transactions are there. It always will be there, but where we put our focus. Then, of course, product positioning, we can see it in marketing, we can see it in when we make offers, what we are talking about. Are we talking about product features, or we are talking about the value for the customer? And actually, it is not so easy. Quite often with my customers, it is a separate exercise that we take one product, we see the features, and then I ask them to think, okay, what is the value these features will give to the customer? And then it actually isn't easy task to do. So that it is interesting to see that how we can look the same product and see it differently, because we think then about the value it creates for customers. And it changes the tone of voice, it changes the marketing, it changes everything. Organizational structure, how the organization is built up. Is it the product profit centers or relationship centers? And why it is important? Important is it because if it product profit centers, then it is quite silo based. And it means that there is quite often, there is no common goal, and everyone is looking on their own tasks about selling this or other product. And quite often the channels are the same, so that there will be struggling that which product will get the more interest in those different channels. But it should be vice versa. It should be that we will ask what and understand what customer need, and then offer what they need. Okay, organizational focus is the strategies, is the organizational way of thinking inside out or outside in. It is the question that if we make our strategies, what are the main goals? What are our vision? What we want to achieve? And do we consider the world outside us and the financial goals or not? That leads us to performance metrics. If I ask their balance scorecard and I see their just financial results, then the question arises, do you actually act customer-centric way or not? Simon Sinek has said that profit and turnover is important, but it is a outcome and it cannot be the main goal. If we consider our main goal, the relationships, then we act differently and actually money and profit will come. Of course, there are more different impacts from different sides, so that it is not so simple, but anyhow, the focus matters. And last but not least, management approach. How we see people as a resource or people as a value. And it is big difference, and it is connected to the basic philosophy, how we think. Okay, and if we think about the customer centricity, this is the terms that we think that we know, and we know it. But if I, for example, ask some CIOs that, are you customer-centric company? Yes, we are. Of course we are. There is no other way. And then I ask, but you as a manager or you as a leader, what are you doing in your everyday working table? What is in your table? That how you understand that you act customer-centric way. And then quite often they say, oh, no, it is not my task. This is frontline task. This is marketing task. And they say that they do other important things. And then I say, okay, but it means that you are passive customer-centric. Not, this is passive customer centricity, not active customer centricity. Love is an action, and the same applies to customer centricity. And this is one possible way to see the company's customer centricity, that it is conscious and intentional way running business. And it means that company takes and considers all stakeholders' interests and leads the organization to 3 strategic focus areas. And it is a model that actually I have used for years. And then I understand that for my customers, they say that now they understand how to act truly customer-centric way, that you have to consider three like levels. First is strategic customer centricity that establishes the foundation for customer-centric operations. Who we are, why we are, where we want to go, and there always has to be at least 2 stakeholders in the picture, employees and customers. The second is employee experience. Employees are those who actually make the strategy happen, and employee experience is very heavily impacting customer experience. If employees are not happy, then customers are neither. And there is various activities that actually applies to this focus. And of course, last but not least, is important customer experience. What it is described the processes about how we design, how we measure, how we improve the customer experience across the entire customer journey and across the whole company. Employee experience. This is important that they understand their goal, their role in customer experience creation. It means that every single employee has a role, even if you don't have the contact with like outside customer, you have inside customer. And of course, it has to be all together. If I look at the literature, if I look at the different researches, they talk about customer centricity and they mention employee. Of course, employee there. They mention culture. Of course, it is important, but they have not given the clear that list what they have to consider to understand that and how to act actual way, the customer centric, actually customer centric way. And this approach creates value for customers, employees, and of course, ultimately for the owners. Uh, Time is up, but two last slides. The main barriers, some of them I already has said. Of course, we don't understand quite often the operations that customer-centric operations support actually the business goals. Then we are very much product-centric in product-centric business model because we don't know how to do our business other way, and it is hard to go towards customer-centric organizational structure. We don't understand the terms. We will mix them up. For example, my customers doesn't understand the difference between customer centricity, customer experience, customer relationship management, customer service, so that it seems so clear, but it isn't. And if we don't understand, then we actually cannot neither have this alignment inside our corporatives. And customer-centric metrics, we don't have them because we don't know how to measure feelings. We don't know how to measure relationship. And quite often in different companies doesn't have one person who has the competence. In the ideal world, there could be all leaders who understand how to manage customer experience and how to make the customer-centric companies. And last but not least, leaders. Of course, leadership style is quite often the thing that we have to strengthen that they understand their role. The fish rots from the head down. If leaders doesn't understand, then no one will understand. And I always say, people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. And for me, it is the core of customer centricity. How you care about your customers and about the people around you, about your partners. It is the thing that actually matters and what makes a difference. Okay, my time is up. Sorry, today I took more time. And
That's good. That's good. Thank you so much, Katri. And I think there are many good points that we will now start exploring that how SEB has done it, aligning the terms, how to ensure everybody cares from top to down, etc. So please, Anniki, very excited to hear now how SEB has made this kind of transformation happen.
Thank you, Eveli, and thank you, Katri. Thank you, Katri, for the excellent introduction. And everything that Katri just told was so well, and so I'm so agree with Katri. But I'm now happy to share SEB journey and what we have done to be a customer-centric organization, and mainly I'm focusing in SEB Baltic. I'm talking about SEB Latvia, Lithuania, Estonia, and how we implemented new service standard, or was it new standard? But let's start from beginning. And why we thought that we need to change, because on paper, when we measured our KPIs and our market position, everything was pretty okay, and we were like happy, but still we felt that something is missing, and we need the change. And the reason why we felt this way, that we saw that customer expectations have changed during the years. We also see that our organization is changing. We work as a one Baltic organization for now, and we realized that we can't have like three different understanding about our customer. We can't have like three different basically service standards or service understanding how we treat and how we think about customer centricity and customers in general. And of course, our strategy that SEB customer has been centered to SEB strategy always, and we wanted to be like sure that every employee in SEB understand what is the like aim and what is the uh, uh, attitude, or what is the like way how we want to treat our customers. And that was the like main purpose. And how our journey started. Um, First thing what we did, we actually started with audit. We wanted to understand what is our current situation. We reviewed all service different standards in 3 countries. We reviewed all the trainings formats. We audit our KPIs, and we realized that we had same KPIs, market KPIs, internal NPS targets were similar. This way we felt that okay, everything should be like same, but at the same time, yeah, we realized that all the trainings, all the standards are slightly different in all countries, and we needed to align it. And next step was to, one is that we realized that we need to align our understanding about customers, but other way we also wanted to understand what are the expectations from customers, from employees, what we need. That it's that was the next step. And for that we did different researches or surveys. And one part was employees and what the employees expect from us. And that was first like a challenge for us, that we realized that there were so many different understandings how should like a new service standard look like. There were a lot of the understanding was different in different units in different countries. That someone told us no, we don't need any standard. We definitely know who our customer, we know how to treat them, and there are nothing to align. At the same time, there were like a lot of colleagues who told that no, we need like a different detailed manual how to treat customers, who is customer, what are the channels, how we provide service in different channels, and we need like basically manual and instructions. And other part what we also investigated was our customers, because we also wanted to know what does the customers expect, that maybe we don't need to do anything, and we everything is on place. But based on feedback that we analyzed, and based on different service what we conducted, we found out that most important to customers are actually emotional connection and people. One part of that how we basically treat customer when we met them, and when they have some questions, and what is the service what we provide then. Of course, also important was our like a product quality, service quality, or this like a quality measurements were like important. But what we saw that these emotions and feelings what Katri also pointed out was also important to our customers. And also what we did, we also gave this task to our design lab, which is our internal employees like design lab. And they also analyzed this tasks. They also did some market research. They also did some uh, interviews with employees, and they realized that okay, now we need like a 10 points plan. And of course, we wasn't so happy that we have so many different understandings, so many different expectations, and we started basically from beginning. And again, we investigated different options, and we agreed like a general things that we agreed that one part, what is document or whatever we create, should include how to understand deeply customer needs, how to create emotional connection with customer, how to improve customer satisfaction, and like most important to us was also that how this document or whatever we wanted to create on that moment can be inclusive, engaging to everyone. Basically, our aim was that if our IT guy is reading it, he is very happy and understand that, oh, it's good, and I now I know, and now I understand our SEB customers. And also if advisor at branch or somewhere reading this document is also that, I now how I should treat customers. So that was like our a main goal. And then we also take account leadership trainings what our managers gets, and also we reviewed triage logic, and then we also find out somehow that Payne's element of pyramid, value pyramid, was something what we really need, because this value pyramid concept identifies 30 different values that customers appreciated. All the values are divided into the functional, emotional, life-changing, and social impact categories. And we realized that it consists everything what we wanted to find. And based on this pyramid, we start thinking how we can build our standards. What are the functional elements of bank products? What are the basics what we should have, and what should be there? And then we also thought about emotional part, that how to create emotional connections with customers, how to be a good partner with them. And also we discussed that what are the life-changing aspects, or how what are parts where we can support our customers to be more social, sustainable, how we can help them to change their own life, not only how to provide good transactions and so on. So that was the basic. And then a solution, then we at least knew what we want to achieve. And solution, we really be sure that it should be very engaging, fun, and accessible to everyone. And like I told, that we also agreed what are the SEB service basics, what should be included, what are the emotional part, how to create and build positive relationship with our customers, what's the extra value and for them, and also this future shape, and how to be a partner, not today but also tomorrow and day after tomorrow. And on the first basic, we also included into our, for beginning it was a long work document, and we included also before our service standard included only how to serve customers, basically by phone or by letter or so on. But now we also added to everyone, the understanding also how we create new products, how we provide service to customer in different channels, not only in the branch or phone. And also we added like this emotional part, how to create emotional, memorable emotion together for customers. How to solve challenging situations, and also what we added was like a brand part to everyone to understand that how SEB brand should look like, how we should be, what is our colors and why we look this way or other way. Like basically, we wanted to add also this like a value to customers, not only why you and like a top how customer can change their life for the like longer period. And then result was SEB Compass game. It was an interactive game. It was 4 languages, and we basically built a city where everyone can test their knowledge about customer service, knowledge about product creation. And also, like you see that here is like a perfect city, which means that this is like a green, sustainable, nice city where everyone is happy. But if you and also if you are traveling, you can always choose your best fit, how to move. And like if like SEB is very like a sustainable organization, that means that there were like only 4 options: walking, bicycle, electrical car, or trains. And that was the like way how you how to travel around this country. And also this game was made like a very like a gamified, which means that we didn't add here any like topics, but it was more like here is like Carl or Eva has like a challenge how to solve some specific situation. It was like sometimes it was related with product creation, sometimes it was related with customer service. And if you clicked on, then you see that that what was the like a main topic behind that. And one board was also for us, it was very like important to add this appreciation part, to be very thankful and very kind to our customers. And that's here. And that was the like idea behind that. And after we created this game, we also made like opening event. And it was in all countries. It was the number of participants was like more than 1,000 in all countries. Basically everyone came. It was there were like some humorous videos about customer service, about the creating products and so on. And also some discussion how to serve customer better way. And also what we did, one is that you can play game alone, but there were also options that you do it like together your team. And that was also like a good opportunity to discuss with your closest colleagues, discuss and also challenge each other how to serve or how to do some extra steps steps towards the customer, or how to provide best service. And also what wasn't like least important was this engagement part, that because during the game there was opportunity to collect points. And it was very like a fun that everyone in the corridors or elevators discussed that, oh, how many points you got? Oh, only 1,000. I got it 1,100. I did it better. Did you get all the badges? No, I didn't get fashion badge. And also you always saw what was the like mood of your citizen on your city. And next steps, what we received, what are the results that like we expected, or we at least hope that our main KPI, customer loyalty, MPS, has improved already like almost like 11%. Also, what we have much more promoters for the day. And also what are like our next step today is that we implemented a special tool for our employees where they can do self-examination to understand that do they follow SEB expectations. Managers can analyze it, and they have like a nice coaching session to how to be more customer centric and centric, and how to provide better service to our customers. And this year, what we are planning to do, we still feel that we are not on the stage where we want to be, and this year we are planning to do extra panel discussions about our customers, who are our customers again, what we do from them, why we do, and how we do. Basically, we are planning to have like nice discussions again, and hopefully align different understandings if we see that there are something different. And summary that what we achieved, at least at the moment, we feel that we understand our culture, the customer is on our focus, and everyone really wants to improve their service or say products what they are offering. And the challenges, like Katri told before, that sometimes we feel that we still have different understandings, and we need to like agree what are our like main terms what we use. We see that sometimes maybe this mindset is not so good always. We have like ways to improve it, and also metrics that we see that we have on some part of the organization. We have very good metrics and we know where we are, but there are also parts where we can, where we definitely can improve. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Anniki. That was very, very interesting. And of course, we are tight in time, but if anybody has a question, right now is a good moment to write questions to Anniki. And we actually right away cut one also about the CX metrics. Is there anything else in addition to NPS that you are measuring?
We are measuring like a different metrics, or we have, and for our service or those employees who are servicing customers directly, for them we have customer satisfaction score, and also we have easiness score for our product organization. But what we also implemented this year, and it's like maybe it's not like what we implemented and it's ongoing still, is that every team agreed their own customer centric metrics. Basically, our lawyers, they decided that starting from today, their letters should be 30% shorter and 30% more understandable to customers that before. Basically, we have agreement that every every tiny unit should have their own metrics, own customer-centric metrics, what they can impact. That's the.
Okay, but we are short in time, but let's go over time because it's such an important topic. So if people you have time to stay with us for a couple of more minutes, then it's good. If you need to leave, then no worries. There will be a replay also sent to you. But I think it would be good to spend a couple of more minutes on the Q&A part at the end here still. And I would have a question that how do you keep the metrics and the reporting and measurement then aligned if there are so many of them in use?
We have a special program for that, and based on that, we have like a very good dashboards where every specific unit can check their own metrics and their own KPIs. For that, we have like a program dashboards.
All right. Katri, is there anything that you would like to bring out from Anniki's presentation that you see that definitely other businesses should pay attention to, or perhaps some learnings to bring out from there as a professional that you have experienced from so many industries? What would you say?
I think that this path that actually they have taken already, and this initiative, what they have done, it is very, very important. If we talk about customer centricity, it starts from understanding, and it starts for understanding about the terms, about the activities, and also this feeling that we are all here for our customers, and also to define their own roles. So that I think that what Anniki and her team has made is very big and important step. But as you saw in Anniki's presentation, that it is ongoing process that you have to do again. This is like change management. They say that it's important to make the change very good, but you have to take actions to also somehow put it into ice, or you have to take the time and the processes to also implement it constantly, because we as a people, we don't change with one meeting or one training. We have to have these consistent actions behind it. So that I think that good luck to you, Anniki, and keep going, so that SEB needs you. I'm sure.
Well said. And Anniki, is there anything that you would like to add to what Katri said right now?
I agree with Katri that it's like a journey that what the never-ending journey, in my opinion, that we have always something to improve, so always something to change. World is changing, so it's like never-ending process. But at the same time, I still Katri when Katri pointed out that customer never forget how you made them feel. It's my like favorite, and I always say in SEB as well that and also it's not only about customers, it's also about colleagues and the employees, that it's so important how one is that we're doing like a very good solution for customers and so on, but in my opinion it's same important is how our colleagues how we treat our colleagues, and if we treat our colleagues a nice way, then our customers are also very, very well treated. So it's like a one big process, and it's not process, but it's like yeah.
That's so true. But to sum it up, this webinar, then I would have the same question to you, both of you, and it would be that first, well, a bit different angles still. Anniki, if you could start this project again, then what would you do different? How would you do it better, if it's possible to do it better in some ways? Like 3 things, for example, that would be your suggestions. your audience?
What to do differently? I guess that, of
Or
course,
improve.
very important is who is the project manager. Because this project plan should be very like, if it's like a big project, then it should be like a very like tight and very like, and also what maybe I would do a bit differently, I would include more maybe back office colleagues as well. We included them, but at the same time, maybe there were too many from customer service and too few from the back office. Maybe there are something what we didn't consider at the beginning, and that's the like one learning point as well. And yeah.
Thank you so much. And Katri, kind of same question, of course. Can't ask what you would do in this project, but you have had so many of these projects. So what would be your suggestion for our audience, or 3 main points, what they should definitely consider when they get started with this kind of project, or when they are in the process of performing the customer centricity transformation in some form, that what should be kept could be kept in mind?
Actually, if you allow, I just name one, and I think it is the biggest obstacles is leadership and leaders' understanding of the time, because in Estonia at the moment, my main audience I am talking to are people about service, about marketing, about people who already know their mindset is in place, but I am struggling how to get my access to CIOs. And quite often I ask the first thing to my customers, I would like to see the board. I want to talk with them, because if there is not the mindset shift, then the customer's experience manager can, I'm sorry, work the ass off. And it doesn't make any sense, because you have to have the full alignment with managers, so that you have to start with your managers, and you have to like do something with them, that they understand why it is important and what is their role. And if they are on board, then it is much easier to listen to your customers, to listen to your employees, and etc., so that the managers are the key. I'm so sorry, but it is so.
We have had this year actually, I think, 3 webinars on this topic, exactly how to convince the management and change the culture. So I will link these previous webinars also to the follow-up email that our audience you will receive tomorrow, that you can check these out. But right now, I completely forgot this time to earlier pop it up, but there is now a pop-up popped up that you can perform a CX audit to see your current status. Some of you might have done it already. If you haven't grabbed this chance, then I mean it's free of charge. Just a short survey that you can perform and get some answers about your current status and where you could focus on next, or where are the improvement areas in your CX program. But this will also be sent over email. Feel free to grab this chance now or then also later. And right now, thank you, Katri. Thank you, Anniki, for the wonderful discussion, amazing thoughts. And thank you, dear audience. The slides will be shared, recording will be shared, and as always, some good tips for further learning as well.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Have a nice week.
Thank you. Bye-bye.